Hey there, it's your Hernandez here, your personal real estate advisor from Think Boutiq Real Estate. And I'm about to drop a truth bomb about the Redondo Beach market that might just make your jaw hit the floor. Ready for this? In May 2025, the median sales price for condos and townhouses in South Redondo skyrocketed a staggering 24.3% in just 1 month to hit $1,295,000. Yeah, you heard that right. 1 single month. If numbers like that make your head spin, or if you're wondering what on earth that means for your home, your purchase, your future, you're in exactly the right place. But before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more straight shooting market insights, and share this with anyone you know who's trying to make sense of this wild Redondo ride. And hey, drop a comment below. What's the craziest thing you've heard about this market lately? I want to know. Now stick with me, because today, we're not just looking at numbers, we're decoding what they mean for you. If you're looking for a no-pressure chat about your real estate goals, all my contact details are waiting for you in the description below. All right, let's get real. Trying to navigate the Redondo Beach real estate market right now can feel like you're trying to solve a Rubik's Cube, blindfolded, while riding a roller coaster. You see the sky-high prices, homes vanishing before you can even book a viewing, and interest rates that give everyone a little heartburn. Whether you're dreaming of buying your first Redondo Beach beauty, or you're a current homeowner wondering if now's the golden moment to sell or leverage that equity, it's a lot. You're likely feeling a mix of excitement, maybe some anxiety, and a desperate need for clarity. That's the problem we're tackling today. Imagine this. You're sipping your morning coffee, the salty Redondo Beach air kissing your face. Maybe you're watching the surfers at the break wall, or planning a bike ride down the Strand. This isn't just a place to live. It's a lifestyle. It's the award-winning schools, the tight-knit community, the perfect blend of coastal chill and vibrant energy, and that incredible desirability. That's the very thing that cranks up the heat on our local market. It's why we're seeing such intense demand, and why understanding the nuances is absolutely critical before you make a move. This isn't just about finding a house. It's about making a smart investment in a place you love, a place that defines a certain kind of California dream. So let's agitate this a bit. Let's peel back the layers and look at what's really happening in the Redondo Beach market, using the freshest data from May 2025. This isn't just a weather report, this is your strategic briefing. First up, the big picture. Redondo Beach as a whole is firmly, unequivocally, a seller's market. What does that mean in plain English? If no new homes came on the market, the current inventory would sell out super fast. For single-family homes across the city, we were looking at just 1.99 months of supply in May. Now that's an 18.5% increase from April, which sounds like a breather, but it's still down 2.9% from last year, telling us demand is stubbornly persistent. For condos and townhouses, it was 2.87 months of supply citywide. That's up 11.2% from the previous month, and a more noticeable 50.3% jump from last year. This suggests a slight easing for condos, but hold your horses, we're still deep in seller's territory. A balanced market? That's usually 5 to 6 months of supply. We are nowhere near that. Even a lower tier source like Rocket Homes confirms Redondo Beach was a seller's market in May 2025. So what does this low month of supply mean for you? If you're a buyer, it means slim pickings and fierce competition. Well-priced homes in good shape? They're like rocket concert tickets, gone in a flash, often with multiple offers. You need to be pre-approved, laser-focused, and ready to pounce. For homeowners thinking of selling, ding ding ding, this is your moment. Your property is a hot commodity, likely to sell quickly and on your term. Now let's talk prices. The median sales price for single-family homes in South Redondo hit an eye-watering $2,337,500 in May, a 19.4% jump from April. And remember that condo stat I opened with? The South Redondo condos and townhouses surged 24.3% month over month to $1,295,000. In North Redondo, a single-family home climbed to a median of $1,803,500, up 15.1% in 1 month, while condos and townhouses there reached $1,321,500, an increase of 11.9%. Citywide, the median single-family home price landed at $1,900,000, a 2.7% bump from April. And for condos and townhouses, it was $1,300,000, a hefty 19.3% monthly. This rapid climb screams one thing: intense buyer demand crashing against the wall of limited inventory. It's worth noting for a broader perspective that lower tier data from Rocket Homes for Redondo Beach overall for May 2025 shows a median sold price of $1,524,150, up 6.2% year over year. This is a more moderate figure than month-over-month surges we're seeing in the hyperlocal CRMLS data, which really highlights why this fresh, granular MLS data is so crucial for capturing the immediate pulse on our market. For buyers, this means affordability is a massive hurdle. Prices are climbing fast, so waiting could mean your dream home slips further out of reach. Budget like a hawk and be ready for a sticker shock. For homeowners, your equity has likely ballooned. That's fantastic news for your net worth and gives you serious leverage if you're thinking of selling or refinancing. How fast are homes selling? Like lightning mostly. Citywide, single-family homes sold in a median of just 7 days in May. That's a 46.2% decrease in market time from April. Blink and you might miss it. Condos and townhouses took a median of 33 days, which is still quick, but there's a curious twist. That's an 83.3% increase from the previous month. Specifically in South Redondo, condos and townhouses, days on market jumped 84.2% to 35 days. In North Redondo, single-family homes were gone in a blistering 6 days. A 60% month-over-month nosedive in selling time. That jump in days on market for condos and townhouses is worth a pause. While 33 to 35 days is still a fast sale, that sharp percentage increase from April is something that I'm watching closely. It could be a statistical blip if April sales were unusually sippy, or it might hint that rapid price hikes in the condo segment are starting to meet a little buyer resistance, or maybe buyers are just taking a beat longer to decide. For buyers, this means for most homes, especially single family, you need to be ready to move at warp speed. For condos, there might be a tiny bit more breathing room than last month, but it's still a swift market. For owners, your home should sell fast if priced right. The condo days on market increase is a data point to monitor, but it doesn't change the overall seller's market reality. Let's look at inventory flow, new listings versus closed sales. It's a mixed bag. For single-family homes citywide, closed sales actually decreased by 31.4% month over month to just 24 homes sold. And new listings also dipped by 7% to 40 homes. Think about that. Fewer homes listed, fewer homes sold, yet prices are skyrocketing. This pattern, especially for single-family homes in areas like South Redondo, where new listings were down 5% and closed sales dropped 23.1% alongside those surging prices, points to an intensely demand-driven market where scarcity itself is a primary price driver. Buyers who are transacting are willing to pay huge premiums for the few properties available, possibly fueled by a fear of missing out or just extremely limited choice. This isn't just a seller's market. For some segments, it's a price squeeze happening on reduced activity. In contrast, for condos and townhouses citywide, closed sales rose by 16% to 33 units, and new listings also increased by 13.7% to 44 units. For buyers, fewer single-family homes are coming to market and selling, which ramps up the Hunger Games for what is actually available. For owners, if you list your single-family home, you'll face less competition from other sellers. For condo and townhouse owners, the increase in new listings and sales suggests a more active segment, but still very much in your favor. You bet. Citywide single-family homes sold for 100.7% of their list price in May. Condos and townhouses went for 99.2% of list. And get this, single-family homes in North Redondo hit an incredible 103.2% sale to list price ratio. That means beating wars, folks. Buyers are frequently offering above asking price. For buyers, that means you need to come in strong, offering at or above list, maybe with an escalation clause is often necessary. For owners, if your home is show-ready and price-smart, expect offers very close to or even over your asking price. Feeling a bit like you're drinking from a fire hose with all those numbers? That's totally normal. If you're wondering how these citywide and zip code trends translate to your specific street, your unique home, or your buying power, let's talk. My contact info is in the description below for a no-pressure, personalized chat. Beyond these immediate sales stats, the soul and the value of Redondo Beach are also shaped by what's happening on the ground. Local developments, city policies, and our fantastic schools. These are the long-term value drivers. Let's start with the big projects. The South Bay Galleria being rebranded as the South Bay Social District, located at 1815 Hawthorne Boulevard, is a massive undertaking. Phase 1A, renovating the mall and adding a great lawn and skate park, and Phase 1B with 300 apartments and ground floor commercial space are reportedly nearing completion of their building permit plan checks. There's even a new proposal from February 2025 to bring the total residential units back up to 650, with 10 to 20% of those earmarked as affordable, potentially for city and school workers. Industrious, a co-working space, has leased 20,000 square feet, aiming for a spring 2026 opening. Project reps say construction could start before the end of 2025 if financing comes through, though it has faced some delays due to inflation and interest rates. For buyers, this could mean new, albeit likely higher-end housing supply and more amenities. For owners near a revitalized Galleria, property values could get a nice bump, though construction could mean short-term headache. Then there's the Eddie Redondo Residences, the Legado project at 1760 South Pacific Coast Highway. This mixed-use development with 115 residential units and 22,000 square feet of retail and restaurant space is now open, with a ribbon cutting set for July 24, 2025, a correction from earlier city documents. This project had a bit of a bumpy road to approval, with some community concerns about size and outreach. The mayor has even voiced some skepticism about the long-term success of commercial spaces in these type of developments, though the Legado CEO is optimistic. For buyers, the Eddie offers new, modern homes and amenities in South Redondo. For nearby owners, it means new local spots, but also potential concerns about density and that urban canyon feel that some people have mentioned. The city is also investing in itself. Kingsdale Avenue is getting a $1.15 million resurfacing. The city's proposed capital improvement program for fiscal year 2025 to 2026 is around $94 million for 104 projects, with a big chunk hopefully coming from grants. Plus, there are projects like the church property development with 43 units on PCH, AES, dewatering pump removal, Avenue A ramp repairs, and PCH broadband fiber installation. These civic investments enhance our quality of life and support property value. And let's talk about ADUs, accessory dwelling units. Redondo Beach adopted Ordinance 3264-23 in November 2023, streamlining approvals for ADUs. You can build junior ADUs up to 500 square feet within an existing home, or detached ADUs up to 800 square feet for new construction on single-family lots, usually with a 16-foot height limit. One key local rule: an owner occupancy requirement applies to either the main house or the ADU in a single-family zone after January 1, 2025. This is interesting because state law, also updated effective January 1, 2025, actually prohibits cities from imposing owner occupancy on ADUs permitted between January 1, 2020 and January 1, 2025. And extended that prohibition indefinitely. So Redondo's local rule for new ADUs post-January 2025 will need careful navigation with state law. It might mean more ADUs for single-family or supplemental income rather than pure investment plays. For buyers, properties with ADU potential offer great flexibility. For owners, it's a fantastic way to add value or income, but make sure you're navigating all the rules correctly. Our city council is also busy exploring an office of film commissioner a new economic development committee focused on North Redondo's and Artesia, and even a draft retail cannabis ordinance. A thriving local economy is good for everyone and supports property value. Wondering how the Galleria's transformation or the new ADU rules might specifically impact your block or your home's potential? That's exactly the kind of granular insight I help my clients with. Let's connect. Then there's the big economic levers. Mortgage rates are hovering around 6.9% for a 30-year fixed loan as of early June 2025. That's a hefty cost of borrowing. Fannie Mae optimistically forecasts rates could dip to 6.1% by late 2025, but others think they'll stay above 6% for most of the year. These high rates act as an affluence filter in Redondo. Those buying now are often less rate sensitive or have substantial cash. So what's the solution to navigating this complex, fast-paced, high-stakes market? It's about cutting through the noise with data-driven insights and a trusted guide. Seller confidence in Redondo Beach? It's through the roof, and rightly so, with metrics like these. Buyer sentiment? It's a mix of strong desire and understandable frustration with competition and cost. Looking ahead 6 to 12 months, sellers are likely to remain in a strong position. For buyers, if new listings pick up or if mortgage rates ease as some predict, there could be some opportunities, though a rate drop might also reignite competition. The main challenges for buyers will continue to be high prices, rates, and low inventory. For sellers, even in this market, strategic pricing is key. The ongoing local developments like the South Bay Social District and the Eddy, coupled with mortgage rate movements and job market trend, will continue to shape our local landscape. If rates drop significantly, we can also see a secondary surge in demand here in Redondo, where pent-up demand is a real fact. To wrap it all up, the Redondo Beach market in June 2025 is a pressure cooker of high demand, tight supply, and soaring values. It's a seller's dream, especially for single-family homes. Prices are up dramatically, homes sell fast, often over-asking. Our amazing schools and ongoing local developments continue to add value. But high mortgage rates are a real hurdle. So what's your path forward? If you're a potential buyer, get your financial ducks in a row. Pre-approval, down payment, budget. Be ready to act decisively, but always prudently. Explore all of your options within Redondo. If you're a current homeowner, now could be an incredible time to sell. Think about an ADU potential to boost value or add income. And stay informed on local developments. Strategic pricing is still vital. The truth is, Redondo Beach isn't just one market, it's a collection of micro markets. North Redondo is different from South Redondo. Single-family homes behave differently than condos. That's why you need more than just a headline. You need hyper-local expertise. My goal today was to arm you with knowledge. But knowledge is just the first step. Turning that knowledge into a successful strategy for your unique situation, that's where I come in. If you're ready to stop feeling overwhelmed and start feeling empowered in your Redondo Beach real estate journey, let's talk. No pressure, no hype, just real conversation about your goals and how we can achieve them together. And before you go, please hit that like button if you found this video valuable. Share it with your friends and neighbors, and subscribe for more deep dives into our market. And my question for you today, what's the single biggest factor influencing your real estate decision in Redondo Beach right now? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. Thanks for watching. I'm Mr. Hernandez with Think Boutiq Real Estate, and I'm here to help you make your smartest move yet in Redondo Beach.